altercations away from me. I'm vegan as fuck. Vegan as fuck. I'm a fucking vegan. I'm a fucking vegan. I'm a fucking vegan. Vegan. I'm a fucking vegan. I'm a fucking vegan. I'm a fucking vegan. Vegan. Get that fucking fur away from me. I'm vegan as fuck. Vegan as fuck. Get that fucking leather away from me. I'm vegan as fuck. Vegan as fuck. Get that fucking wool away from me. I'm vegan as fuck. Vegan as fuck. Get those fucking body parts away from me. I'm vegan as fuck. Vegan as fuck. I'm a fucking vegan. I'm a fucking vegan. I'm a fucking vegan. Vegan. I'm a fucking vegan. I'm a fucking vegan. I'm a fucking vegan. Vegan. Animals are towers to use for anything. Leave the animals the fuck alone. You've got to live your life with integrity. It is time for you to go vegan as fuck.
Hey freaks, it's Friday, July 20th, 2018. Coming up on the program today, is the emo scene still active? Well, one scary-looking monster seems to think so. Plus, Roseanne thought the bitch was white. Cutting off your cock for aesthetic reasons, and pedophile jokes don't do very well with Disney executives.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
Timothy Henson is charged with killing 2 people on Highway 101 over the holiday weekend.
Yes! Tim Henson back here with you one more time as we end the week with the Friday show. Got a great one for you today. Now, on yesterday's Sideshow exclusive program, I introduced you all to a new U-tard, and I wanted everyone to be on the same page here. So I've got one more clip I wanted to share. This is probably going to drive Sideshow members crazy. This is an old woman on a mobility scooter, and she's got a dash cam attached to it, and she likes to cause trouble. Well, to be more accurate, trouble seems to find her. Probably because she's a bitch, and she just screams at everyone from the comfort of her jazzy. She's mad at pedestrians for using the sidewalk. That's where she rolls. She's mad at people in, Whole Foods parking lot for getting in her way, blocking, handicapped crosswalks or rollways or whatever. In this case, she is actually riding around in the middle of, a 4-lane road. I don't even know if you're allowed to do that with hover-rounds. Are those things street legal? She's in the middle, right? So she's in the bike lane, the bicycle lane. There's, a couple lanes going straight. Then there's the bicycle lane. And then there's a right turn only lane. So there is a traffic light, right? That's where the right lane, you turn right or whatever. Then after the light, there's another right lane where you can turn into Taco Bell and shit. In order to get over to the right lane, you've got to cross, right? You got to move from the straight lane, cross over the bike path lane, and then finally get to the right turn only lane. So after the light, there's a Taco Bell, and I guess some guy wanted some lunch, right? And this woman was riding in her jazzy. He got behind her and then moved over to the right lane, and this woman flipped out because she thought she was going to get hit. Does that make sense? I hope I explained this properly. So here we go. She's crossing the intersection. Now the guy, I guess, he's in the right turn only lane, but he doesn't make a right turn. He continues straight so he can turn into Taco Bell, which is directly past the intersection, I guess. He's nowhere near hitting her, right?
Oh my god.
She's freaking out. Understandably. I mean, there are cars whizzing past her. Probably a good reason not to take your electric wheelchair in the middle of a fucking 5-lane road. Especially when there's a sidewalk you can use. And I'm looking at one right now. She secretly loves getting in these altercations. Can you even use a mobility scooter on the road like that? Is it street legal? It's one thing to ride a bicycle, which, don't get me wrong, is super annoying. Oh, great. I got to share the road with someone going 5 miles an hour. Every other vehicle on the road going 35, 40. We got to zig and zag past your slow ass. But like the thing with the mobility scooters is, you're sitting low to the ground. It really is like a wheelchair. Most people can't even see you. And you're not going anywhere near as fast as a bicycle. 1 or 2 miles an hour. So this woman's like, oh my God, like she's all frazzled, which is her natural state. If you listen to her other clips, go back and listen to yesterday's show.
Oh my God.
She's scared, but not too afraid to confront the person. That's right. She rolls on into Taco Bell. She follows this guy through the drive-thru. I love all the rattling her scooter makes. It really is like she's on a ride, a roller coaster. So here she goes. She's pulling through. She's right behind this guy who's ordering his food.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, I think she puts on that voice to sound all weak and feeble. Because again, I've watched, 20 minutes of her screaming at various members of the public for wronging her. Again, this guy doesn't know what the hell's going on. He's paying no attention to her. He's just trying to order his Mexi Mel.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Like, you are going to get shot. This is California, right?
Hello? No. You almost hit me. You made a totally illegal move.
Get the fuck away from me. Man, are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
So, okay, like I said, you can get shot in California, right? You've heard of road rage. I've never heard of scooter rage before. But, so this guy who's driving a Honda Pilot, that's an important detail, he stops. He literally parks his car at the Taco Bell window, and he gets out. He
almost hit me. You made a totally illegal move.
Get the fuck away from me. Man, are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
There's no fucking almost in life. I did not hit you.
I said you almost hit me. You made an illegal...
Get the fuck off the street with that thing. You're in the street. It's not a car. That's not a car.
She's backing up, which is something I rarely ever see her do. Probably because she's black. She realizes she's in danger here.
You made an illegal...
I don't know if he's right or... technically, there's no way I'm on this woman's side, right? She's super annoying. But I don't know if... Can those mobility scooters... go on the road? I don't feel like that's a smart idea.
Fuck off the street with that thing. You're in the street. It's not a car. That's not a car.
It's a disability mobility.
So go away. I did not hit you. I'm with my kids here. Go away. I have my 2 little boys here.
Oh, do you? And they're alive. You almost killed me.
Not Donald Trump. Go away. I did not hit you.
I don't know what Donald Trump has to do. You can't just scream Donald Trump anytime there's an uncomfortable situation. The white person.
Get off the street with that thing that you're riding. You're in the street.
Oh my God.
Lady, you brought this on yourself. You followed a man to a restaurant and started screaming at him in his car. What did you think was going to happen? I think that guy was a motivational speaker. Despite the fact he was yelling, he did have a good message. There are no almosts in life. It's kind of a nice sentiment. Moving on, Roseanne Barr has officially released a statement. She's a little late for that. Didn't she call that woman a monkey 7 months ago or something? She was spending a lot of time preparing for what she was going to say. So she was going to do some interviews on television, but then she was like, no. The fucking fake media will probably just twist my words. I'll post this on my official YouTube channel. Get that sweet Google ad revenue money coming in.
Hi, this is Roseanne Barr, and I'd like to welcome you to my own studio where I'm able to speak for myself to my fellow and sister Americans.
Way to be politically correct.
Without the filter of the biased media.
Now, she's had months to prepare this statement. It's interesting that it's only 1 minute long. Like, we're a fourth of the way through already.
This was my statement from the very beginning, and it will continue to be forever because it is the truth.
She's kind of strange. Like, she's got a weird twitch and she blinks a lot. What does that mean? All right, yes. When ABC, yes.
When ABC called and asked me to explain my egregious and unforgivable tweet, I told them I thought Valerie Jarrett was white.
This is her stance.
And I also said, and I'm willing to go on The View, Jimmy Kimmel, or whatever other show you want me to go on and explain that to my audience. Now, instead what happened was about 40 minutes after that, my show was canceled before even one advertiser pulled out, and I was...
Oh, they were going to pull out.
Before even one advertiser pulled out, and I was labeled a racist. Why, you ask? Well, the answer...
Because you called a black person a monkey?
Why, you ask? Well, the answer's simple. It's because I voted for Donald Trump. And
here's the problem with that theory. She got the show with everyone at ABC, everyone in the world knowing that she was a Trump supporter. ABC would not spend millions of dollars paying actors, setting up the show, putting it on their schedule. It got the highest ratings that season. Would ABC really go through all that trouble if they knew they were just planning to cancel it because she voted for Trump? It doesn't make any sense. Look, the woman is just fucking nuts. Take a listen to this outtake. I guess this is like the director talking to her.
There were jump cuts, multiple outfits, different sets.
I'm trying to talk about Iran. I'm trying to talk about Valerie Jarrett wrote the Iran deal.
I know, but you've told me this 300 times. Do you know that if...
That's what my tweet was about.
I know. You've explained this literally 300 times.
I thought the bitch was white! God damn it! I thought the bitch was white! Fuck!
She should write a book all about this experience and title it, I Thought the Bitch Was White. I heard she's getting her own talk show. It's probably like an online thing. I don't know. I got a TMZ alert. I really need to uninstall the TMZ app. Kind of embarrassing that I have it, huh? All right. DV listener RoboChrist submitted, I don't know if this is a Linda Finkel Hall of Fame nominee or a Utard. I'll let you guys be the judge. This chick's name is Abby Brown. Have you heard of her? Some fan sites say she's very popular, although I've never run across her before. Maybe somewhere in YouTube's history she was popular, because she's like an emo/scene girl, and I didn't even know that was still a thing. Do people still dress up like this? I will make her today's featured image. In the first video, she looks like a Nightmare Carnival version of Wendy. You know, Wendy's hamburgers. All right, so here is her. Oh, God, it's a rap. Oh, God.
I'm the baddest motherfucker, always have and always will be. Niggas take one look at me and they be like, skeet, skeet. All these hater, jealous bitches try to
This rap is way too slow.
judge me. Well, I'm looking cute as fuck. They be looking frumpy. I always wear my nightmare gear. It's always Halloween. Ho. Bitches try to be my friend, but I just like being alone.
It appears that video was produced several years ago. Abby Brown is still at it, though. This one is in HD.
You can call me Harley Quinn, giggling while I smash your face in. Yeah, babe,
Yeah, I could totally see the Harley Quinn worship here. She's improving her rap game. It's faster.
Well, I smash your face in. Yeah, babe, I used to be nice, but now I'm the fucking Antichrist. Satan is my daddy, and I just can't be replaced. I'll talk shit behind your back.
She's so edgy. Satan is her daddy.
And I'll talk it to your fucking face. Little weirdo kid, been bullied for way too fucking long. I'm coming for you cocksuckers. It's the reason for this fucking song. Bitch, I'll fuck you up. Don't give a shit if you're a boy or a girl. I'm Satan's little demon, and I'm here to destroy the fucking world.
Sure you are.
What the fuck was that? Did I hear human sacrifice? Next time you want to laugh at me, bitch, you might want to think twice. These is metaphors, so don't be scared, you pussy hoe. My name is Abby Brown, although I bet you already know.
Wow, she is trying so hard. And then halfway through, she reverses the song to appease Satan, I guess. She posts like every 2 hours, so there is just so much to go through on her official YouTube channel, EmoTube Abby Brown. It's just so funny because she's getting older, right? And she's still, like, dyeing her hair lime green, wearing those Beetlejuice-looking pants and shit. Is that what it's called? The black and white tight pants? So it just seems to me like time is passing her by. It's getting sadder and sadder. Here is a video. It's a question and answer video, and she's telling us a little bit about herself.
I thought I was a witch, and I carried a talisman everywhere with me. I remember going to the neighbor's house as a kid, and I told her that I was I told her friend, there was a friend over there. I told her that I was a witch, and she was from a really religious family, and they got really scared of me, and they never came around me again. She, like, ran crying to her mom and shit. So, like, that's, like, obviously, like, something really funny, and I think it describes me as a person.
You're so interesting. Thank you for that very important Q&A session. So in the coming weeks, I'm sure we'll be combing through her YouTube archive and finding cringeworthy stuff to share with you. Finally, before we get into the news, I'm sure you've all heard about the debate over plastic straws. Guys, if you use plastic straws, you're no better than a child rapist. You're destroying not only this country, but this planet, and you must be stopped at all costs. Thankfully, cities like Seattle are completely banning plastic straws. I didn't even know this was a problem. Thought it was like any other plastic. Okay, as long as you recycle it, you're fine. And I do. I throw it in the bin. Apparently, straws cannot be recycled, though? Anyway, those hippy-dippy liberals up in the Pacific Northwest got their way, right? They're trying to do the right thing. I love this story, right? They're trying to do the right thing. They're officially banning plastic straws. Even Starbucks was like, all right, we're going to get rid of plastic straws in the next few years. We've designed a new lid that'll double as a straw. Fucking sippy cups. They're treating us like infants, and with good reason. The reason why I love this particular story is that the, ultra sensitive liberals came up with this idea. Like, come on, we got to ban straws. But now those do-gooders are being vilified. Why? Because not everyone can sip out of cups. Some people don't have fucking lips. Although, you might need lips to use a straw, too. I don't know. Take a listen here.
When I go to an establishment.
That's right. They're whipping out the unsavories. You're taking straws away from the mentally and physically disabled. How does that make you feel? Goddamn liberals, you're supposed to be all compassionate and shit. How are the tards gonna drink?
This is sorry. We're instructed not to have straws.
All right, she's saying that sometimes she'll go to I have to translate it for you. There's captions here. When she goes to an establishment and she wants a straw, they're like, sorry, we're instructed not to give anyone straws. Now, look, this is probably a real issue for people. Well, I don't know how many people. I mean, why can't they just bring their own straws? Why is the burden always on the business? My other problem is they couldn't have found one other person who has this issue that could speak a little more clearly, to effectively get the goddamn message across. If I was just listening to this woman, I wouldn't know what the hell she's talking about. No, I don't know. Obviously, they picked this woman for, the emotional goddamn gut punch it delivers. I betcha the powerful straw lobby hired this woman. Low blow, man. All right, I'm sorry. Let's continue on.
I feel like they don't want me as a customer.
Again, I feel for those afflicted with whatever the hell is going on here. And there's some serious shit wrong with this woman. But she has to realize this isn't the business's decision. I feel like they don't want me. Always the victim here. Why does Burger King hate me? Where's the fucking violin music, right? Okay, this woman's disabled and she has trouble speaking, but it seems like, her brain is all there. Why don't you use it to critically think about what's going on here? They're not targeting you guys. This is a problem about pollution and recycling. We just didn't think about the handicap
I
here.
feel discriminated against.
Over a straw. A straw! All right, so this disability advocate wants plastic straw bans to be more inclusive. Oh, that would just piss me off. I love plastic straws, and if I wasn't allowed to use it, but someone who sounded like this could.
The solution is so easy. All you have to do is have a decent supply of traditional plastic bendable straws within reach for anyone who specifically requests a plastic straw.
Or you could buy a pack of like 1,000 at Costco and stop making your problems everyone else's problems. I'm never compassionate towards the disabled. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted, and fucked up news right now. Not a member of the Distorted View Sideshow? What are you waiting for? Help support this stupidity. Sign up, become a true and honorable freak, and when you do, you get full access to the entire archive of programs, well over 3,000 shows. Plus, every week we do exclusive programs just for Sideshow members. Yesterday, we did an exclusive program, and on Tuesday, we did another podcast just for Sideshow freaks. Great time to sign up. Very inexpensive. It's only $6.99 a month, even less when you operate quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or lifetime membership. All right, 3 quick stories, then we'll get the hell out of here. First up, Guardians of the Galaxy was a great movie. The second one was good, too. And part of that probably had to do with the director, James Gunn, right? Well, I've got some bad news for you. He will not be returning to direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because he was fired. Why, you ask? Well, Twitter strikes again.
Celebrity.
Bullshit. I'll be fine.
Entertainment.
Is Don on the phone?
Hollywood.
I can't handle it anymore. I can't look.
Extra.
I'm Tim Henson with your Hollywood Minute. James Gunn has been fired from Guardians of the Galaxy after a series of offensive social media posts from his past resurfaced online. Now, keep in mind, these were not hidden. These weren't deleted at any point. Anyone could search for them. They're Twitter posts. I mean, the jokes were about pedophilia and rape, mostly pedophilia, but they were obviously jokes. Apparently, Disney's not a fan of pedophilia jokes, edgy humor like that. These were all uncovered by, conservative bloggers. They're upset still because, Roseanne got fired for calling that woman a monkey. And so now they're like, well, there's a double standard here. Take, for instance, this James Gunn asshole. Conservative figures like Pizzagate conspiracy theorist Mike Cernovich resurfaced Gunn's old post, seemingly because of his anti-Trump views. In response to the backlash, Gunn tweeted that he was a provocateur when he started out. Yeah, he made some weird movies, I think. He says he made movies that were outrageous and taboo. He continued saying that he has since developed as a person, so has my work and my humor. Disney Studios chairman Alan Horn said that the offensive attitudes and statements in Gunn's tweets, from 5-10 years ago, good God. Isn't there a statute of limitations on that, on tweets? Apparently not. He says that Gunn's tweets are indefensible and inconsistent with our studio's value, resulting in the end of their business relationship. Cernovich said Disney took the right first step, but it's time to do an open investigation into all of Hollywood. That this was conducted in the open is disturbing and leaves one to wonder what happens when no one is watching. Children get raped! Or jokes about children getting raped are made on Twitter. I'm sure there's a lot of child rape jokes on Twitter. All right, so I've got a copy here of a bunch of James Gunn tweets. Retweeting Peter Alton, I like it when little boys touch me in my silly places. Okay. Photo shoot with a bunch of different people. Trying to maintain a semi-chub so that I'll look impressive in these photos. Okay. The Hardy Boys and the mystery of what it feels like when Uncle Bernie fists me. Hashtag sad children's books. Well, that's funny. That's not even promoting pedophilia. All right. The Expendables was so manly, I fucked the shit out of the little pussy boy next to me. The boys are back in town. All right, a lot of these are hit or miss. My new film is Jerk Loose, a small town where beating off is illegal and one high school kid jerks off in front of the others to show how fun it is. Nothing wrong with that. I think I would have been a fan of some of James Gunn's early work. So apparently James bought a problem plant. I don't know, it was dying and needed a lot of watering or something. This may be the plant version of adopting a damaged 12-year-old girl who steals your money and accuses you of molesting her. Okay. This hotel shower is the weakest ever. Felt like a 3-year-old was peeing on my head. See, now that's a bit of a stretch because he's complaining about the water pressure. If he was like, oh, this feels amazing, like when a 3-year-old pisses on your head, then that would be a little creepy. Oh, boy. 3 men and a baby they had sex with. Hashtag unromantic movies. He does kind of have an obsession with child fucking. It's getting a little creepy. But, these are like a collection of tweets that probably span years and years and years. I'm doing a big Hollywood film adaptation of The Giving Tree with a happy ending. The tree grows back and gives the kid a blowjob. All right, so there you go. Those are the tweets that got James Gunn in trouble. So if Guardians of the Galaxy 3 sucks, you know who to blame. Second story we have for you today. A man paralyzed from the waist down, allegedly zip-tied and stun-gunned a stripper who took cash to come to his home but then refused to have sex with him. That is pretty impressive. He must have been very, very horny. He willed himself to move quickly, and zip-tie a stripper? She had ample opportunity to get away. She had legs, working legs. The suspect, identified as Johnny Thompson, 31, later used a handgun to fire 2 shots at her. They were warning shots. Police said, "You will fuck me." Police said Thompson lived at home with his parents in Decatur. He was charged with false imprisonment and aggravated assault. He pulled out a handgun and a taser and coerced her to his back bedroom. Look, they had a deal. She accepted money to have sex with him. Why is he the bad guy here? He just wants his services rendered. All right, he had video cameras set up and computers. He was really going to archive this moment. He forced her to take her clothes off. Again, she had money. She agreed to this beforehand. When it comes to sex, no takesy-backsies. It's not fair. You get the guy all worked up, and then you're like, no, never mind. Thompson, who uses a wheelchair to get around, then zip-tied the woman's ankle and demanded her to have sex with him. When the woman refused, Thompson shot her with a taser twice in the chest. The dancer fought her captor, who then fired 2 handgun shots at her. Police said the woman eventually pushed Thompson out of the room, cut herself free, and called 911 before escaping out a window. Officers discovered her partially dressed, the taser prongs still stuck to her chest. Thompson claimed he acted in self-defense after the dancer went, quote, crazy. When investigators searched the home, they found more zip ties and a machete. Another exotic dancer filed an assault report against Thompson 3 months ago. Police believe there may be even more victims and asked them to come forward. I'm trying to get and keep a dangerous individual off the streets, the police officer said. He's challenging their lives, which is a weird way of saying that. Like, he's endangering women's lives, he's threatening women's lives, but challenging? Whatever. Thompson was booked at the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office Tuesday and later released. So there you go. He's back on the streets, ladies. Be careful. Final story we have for you today. Look, I understand that some tattoos may look cool, or you may want to memorialize an event or something you're very passionate about. You want to get that, a tattoo of that on your body. It starts to get weird when you're covering your whole body with tattoos, but all right, you want to be that guy? That's what you want to be known for? More power to you. I draw the line, though, at, removing body parts, because it clashes with your tattoos. A man who has had 90% of his body covered in black ink has now decided to have his genitals removed. Adam Curly Kale, really? Adam Curly-Kale, 32, from Russia, decided to start tattooing his body, including his eyeballs, with black ink after he was diagnosed with cancer 12 years ago. Sounds like he went a little crazy. You know, that black ink might be giving you cancer. You're just going to get more of the bad C stuff. All right. So he was diagnosed with cancer. Wow, he looks strange. I can't tell. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I'll make a picture of him, today's featured image. He looks really strange. The 32-year-old who also has albinism. All right, well, you should have led with that. That's the real reason why he's getting tattooed, right? He's tired of being so pale. Like I spent my whole life shockingly white, and now I'm black, which is strange. All right, the 32-year-old who has albinism says he started tattooing himself because he felt depressed by his pale skin. So this has nothing to do with the cancer. After getting almost 90% of his body covered, Adam felt that his penis ruined the look. I think it would be kind of cool to tattoo your entire body except your penis. It makes your dick stand out. It'll make your penis pop. And, it might make it look bigger. Because, all that black is going to run together, right? It's like a wall of black, and then all you see is the penis, so you don't really compare it to anything else on the body. You know what I mean? All right, so he felt like his penis ruined his look, so he paid to undergo the extreme surgery. Extreme! In this case, it really is extreme. Like, why not just tattoo your dick, too? If it looks out of place because the rest of your skin is black, tattoo the thing that looks out of place so it all blends in. I guess maybe because it would hurt really bad, like tattooing your balls and your dick, but I don't know. Can't they give you something to put you under? All right. He's now shared pictures with his fans on social media. Oh, I want to see. After having his penis, nipples, and testicles removed. Adam became famous in 2017. Famous, really? After taking part in the TV show Second Face in Poland, where he's, maybe famous in Poland, where he said he wanted the tattoos to cover the blemishes that were left behind by the cancer. Okay, now that makes sense. He eventually beat the cancer, but while in recovery, he'd been left with a weakened immune system. So naturally, let's cover my whole body in tattoos. He was upset because his skin looked all pale and sickly. When doctors diagnosed him with albinism, he had started adding tattoos and discovered a passion for the art once he saw the results. He said, I always knew that I was different from the rest of society. My favorite color, for example, has always been gray in different tones. Why not tattoo yourself gray? Maybe tattooing doesn't come in that color. Instead, he had to settle for a graphite color. With regards to the small section of skin still without tattoos, he said he's still planning. He said, I designed my tattoo. Design? It's like a solid thing. There's no pattern. Design. I designed my tattoos because it's my body. I have a specific vision for myself, and I do it step by step. Life is so short that I stopped wondering what will happen tomorrow. Life is here and now. You go, girl. Such an inspirational story. He had to travel to Mexico, by the way, to get his nipples and private parts removed, in case you were wondering. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Friday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. I love to hear from you freaks. 206-666-4463. That, of course, is our voicemail line. Patrons get a special phone number, though, and I will play their calls first. All you got to do is pledge a few dollars over there. Patreon.com/DistortedView. Another way to help old Timmy Boo out. Find me all over social media. I am at Distorted View on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/DistortedView Show. And, of course, we've got a Discord server, 700 members strong. There's a link over there at DistortedView.com. All right, we start with a patron.
Jagoo, Timmy Boo, it's Canadian Freak Sunshine Bunny Crush. And I just feel the need to tell you that you are a comedic genius. Your call response to Brad Carter yesterday, where you legitimately went on like a 2-minute rant about the geopolitical status of Myanmar and the U.S., and then just ended it by suddenly out of the left mentioning granny porn. I don't think you give yourself enough credit, Boo.
I wait for you guys to give me credit, and I'm still waiting patiently.
Boo, you truly are one of the best in the business, and
wow.
it makes me so happy to pay you money. You
Wow.
you really
I'm happy to take it.
are a brief spot of happiness in my otherwise shitty life. It makes me so happy to give you money.
Yeah, so just to give you a little bit of context, Brad Carter called in yesterday from, of course, Phone Losers of America. I was just listening to a great prank that he posted. Go on his Facebook page. He posted a show recently. It's like an hour and 30 minutes long. The very first thing is very funny. He pretends that he's calling from ADT, the security company, and he's just calling to let people know that their alarm is not going off. It's very, very funny. But anyway, so Brad Carter called in, and he was asking me my opinions on Myanmar? I don't even know how to pronounce the fucking country. Is it a country? I thought it was an island. But anyway, I went on like a little, rant where I tried to sound intelligent.
It makes me so happy to give you money. Just as a final note here, because I know you're a big fan of it, there is a massive patch coming for No Man's Sky.
Oh, but don't even get me started. I have been following that very closely. I am beyond hyped out of my fucking skull.
No Man's Sky. Are you excited?
I'm the only person playing this game in the world.
Are you still playing it, or have you, like most others, totally given up? Jizzle?
Well, a little of both. I since we've moved to Cincinnati, I really haven't had time. A lot of my systems aren't even hooked up. Although I did hook up the PS4, and I started playing No Man's Sky again recently. I go through phases. I've probably put in a couple 100 hours into this stupid game. Off and on, I take breaks because it does kind of get repetitive. There has been a bunch of updates, and there's like so much to do now. It's not like a game though, like Doom or like Call of Duty or something, where there's like constantly, things to shoot and kill. It's really like a game of just like, oh, let's fly to this planet, see what kind of cool creatures are there. I'll scan, get money, craft some stuff. You could build bases. I acquired a freighter. And something I didn't know about that, not that anyone cares, but apparently you can own more than one ship now. So you got your freighter, which is like a massive ship that can contain things. And you got your little starship, but you could buy multiple ships. I thought that was pretty cool. So this new update that drops on Tuesday includes full-on multiplayer. So I could like team up with some of you freaks and we can go exploring. And there's like community missions and weekly events. It's really turning into an awesome exploration game. And if you tried out the game and you're like, oh, this totally sucks when it first came out, I highly suggest you read about all of the past updates and this one that's coming on Tuesday. I will definitely be playing. I'm so excited to try it out. Oh, and there's like a third-person view. You can actually see yourself, and you can, customize your character and ships and stuff. And they've overhauled the graphics and yada, yada, yada. It's pretty cool. I think you can team up with like 3 other people, so you can have like groups of 4 on your team. So if anyone wants to play with me, I'll probably be on PS4. I have the PC version too because I was streaming it. I don't know what I'll probably play the PS4 version. All right, a couple more voicemails here. Yes, caller.
Tim Henson, media darling.
Yeah.
Human garbage. Sideshow member checking in with you.
Oh, I thought you were calling me human garbage.
Had a couple little brief.
Media darling and human garbage, Tim Henson.
Wanted to say howdy to the Puerto Rican fat man. I heard him a while back. It's been a while. Missed that guy.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
It's funny how people like go away for a while and come back. It's very exciting.
To the Puerto Rican fat man. I heard him a while back. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Missed that guy. And it was a long time listener and fan as well. So, hey, buddy. Hope you're well. About your smart home problems, like you'll probably get this about 6.5 months plus 2 years from now. But I figure I can comment fairly safely and anonymously here, and it won't get back to me because probably there are not a lot of Mac enthusiasts that listen. But I used to work for Apple, and no, retail stores don't count. I didn't work in some fucking retail store. Let me tell you, man, that company is there's smoke coming out from underneath the lid of that dumpster. I'll just put it that way, because they got that faggot who is a good bean counter and a good supply chain man And then we've got Mr. Masturbatory. I love myself, and I love little blocks of aluminium.
Oh, yeah, the British guy, Johnny Ive.
Johnny Ive.
So the faggot is the president, you're saying.
Just gone off the
You so eloquently said.
Rails, man.
Tim Cook.
Company will probably never go under, but they're never going to make a great product again. And fuck. Anyway, it's irritant. It's irritant. It's all sorts of little bitty tiny paper cuts that make you bleed out.
Oh.
Siri and HomeKit, perfect example. They're so fucking far behind. There's absolutely no fucking way, with the engineering talent I'm aware they have, that they're going to be able to fix anything.
Interesting. We got some insight.
They're years and years behind at this point. But
the inside scoop from an ex-Apple employee. They're fucked.
It's like on Bugs Bunny. They'll stick their head in the sand, a dumbass little fucking ostrich, and just ignore everything because Apple.
Yeah.
I'm bitter.
It's true, like Alexa or Echo or whatever, Amazon, they will allow anyone to use their product. It's so easy to find like home automation stuff that is compatible with Alexa, and now even Google Home. But Apple is just so fucking stingy about everything. What?
Yeah.
What do you want? Got me all
I'm
riled
in
up.
Thursday Lane. Also, are poppers illegal? Okay, bye.
I don't think poppers are illegal, are they? Because it's like VCR head cleaner, right? I don't know. Are poppers illegal? You're asking the wrong guy. As for Thursday Lane, yeah, haven't heard from him. I'll take a look and see what he's been up to. Maybe in the coming weeks we will feature him. All right, that is all the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660-GOD. Is it?
I thought the bitch was white!
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the podcast. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. Guys, thank you so much for a great week of programs. I'll be back on Monday to do it all over again. Until then, bye, everybody.